In number 7, I will redesign the wing of my flying robot so that it will have a full range of movement when flying for Retro Roboland. Join me as I draw, model, animate and film fantasy robots fighting in a machine-only world. It's crossover steampunk mecha. It's the behind the scenes before there's even a film. It's Retro Roboland. In number 6, I tried to build a wing design using a plastic takeaway bowl, incorporating my chosen wing design as tested on the rig. This went badly wrong. Remembering I want a wing design that will attach to the fuselage for the flying robot I built in number 3. So this was the wing as originally designed, with a rotational pivot and 2 horizontal rotational points. And when I tried to make it fly, it was all a bit awkward. I have cut out several different wings in cardboard based on the Otto Lilienthal design and played around with them a bit to see how they might flap. So I thought I'd go to analyse the way actual birds fly. I'm actually making a little animatic here of birds' flight that I can loop to get some really crude animation going, but that gives me an idea of where I was going wrong. And I need to replicate a full range of movement. I can see I need to get the wing to pivot much higher up, and I also wanted a clearer way that the wing can pivot back and forth that makes sense mechanically. I looked at steam trains and steam engines to get an idea for the pendulum for the rotational point of the wing so it can rock back and forth. I really like this shape. It seems retro and appropriate and might be inspired by the mechanics of what might actually work. Right, let's get started. With an HB pencil on paper, I will start to mark up the flying robot using the same angle as previously. So the first frame and also the fuselage like that. And now referencing a steam train, I will draw a pendulum just to help the wings to swing back and forth. And let's darken that up a shade. Now the initial problem I found was the wing started too low, so I'm starting with an arch up here so that I can get a good high flap, just darkening that. And then on this side, we'll just pencil in on the near side the wing and downbeat of the flap. So what I had fun about the concept sketches is that they are quick to do and they convey an idea that may not work in real life, hence the beauty of hand-drawn cartoons, and that they can show things that would be completely impossible in real life. And like here, the original concept looked on paper like it would fly, but once I built a model, the controls were so clunky I thought I would try again. That was a prototype. Perhaps this is the production version. So I've used heavy graphite to denote solid 3D shape, and I will just mark a little arrow here to show rotational axis, just like that. And then the next thing I'll do is show a kind of plan side view rough here, not directly in scale, to show that from that perspective. In real life design of boats or planes, you might follow up concept sketches of the plane or ship with models that you would then test in a wood tunnel or in a tank of water. So I have the pendulum and raised framework marked out on the paper pretty much like that there. And having looked at the side view, I'll now draw in the front plan view, which shows the fuselage, the pendulum, the upper frame to support the wing, and the wing itself. Now this design, I think, much more closely matches the anatomy of a bird, with the difference in that a bird, mine has a horizontal pivot and vertical rotational pivot in close proximity, offering the same range of movement, and potentially might represent a theoretical design with access to 19th century production techniques in a kind of parallel universe, loving parallel universes. So let me just finish off the drawing with the last few minute touches here and there. That I think pretty much represents the concept. So let me get specific here on an A4 pad, referencing the chosen wing shape, pencil in the top 1:1 scale profile, and then what I will do here is draw the measurements and shape of the redesigned wing that I can tell you I'm going to try working in balsa wood, not the curved pattern that did not work so well with the takeaway bowl. So the thing to emphasize here is that the whole wing is longer in relation to the body than compared to the initial concept drawing, but I'm staying with the Otto Lilienthal glider design. And then I also want to mark in where the frame might go, although perhaps in this version that might be intended or implied rather than anything explicitly visible. We'll come back to this later, I think. So that is the broad shape I will be going with. And finally, alright, As I draw the struts on the design, let me give a shout out to Peter Draws, a fantastic YouTuber I found because he entitled it, he drew Steampunk Train Engine. He draws incredible, really distinctive art, mostly using ink pens, and has the absolute best voiceover, slightly surreal, as if he's chatting just to you. Peter Draws has a huge following and a really wide range of different art projects on his channel. 100% it is worth checking out his channel. Absolutely top drawer content, if you will excuse the pun. Okay, I'm getting towards the end of my concept sketches today for the new wing, just playing around with potential strut designs here. I guess there are several takeaways from this whole exercise. I will still base the wings on the Otter Lilienthal glider. I will have a higher first point of pivot, but put an extra pivot point into the wing to replicate the actual bird flight. Pretty happy with today's efforts. In number 8, I will start to make the wing for the flying robot using balsa wood and cardboard, a cutting knife and glue. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe over there. You can start the playlist from the beginning. It is going to get longer and longer. Over there, that one has the algorithm choice. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.